We got it.
Right. Let me also ask your other comrade in arms who had fought this case, Pushpanjali Sharma, who's also joining us live from Noida. Ma'am, one thing is to win one battle like this, but the larger question is for parity for women in the army. Do you believe that that battle could ever be won? Ma'am, if you can hear me, one thing is to win a small battle in terms of this as you won at the court of law today, but the other is the larger objective of actually women being treated equally to their male counterparts psychologically and from a social point of view inside the army. Do you believe that that battle could ever be won?
Yes, definitely. We take small steps and we reach our goals. So this is one of the small, maybe we can say it's a small stepping stone towards that larger picture which is there.
But in fact, let's clarify that, Rekha. In a sense, what we do know is that today the court has ordered that men and women should be treated on par. But we do know that the army and the armed forces, in fact, have to change many of their own regulations. There's still quite a long battle to go, isn't there?
See, in Air Force, I have suffered last 15 years, but I never find any discrimination. From the day I joined as a trainer, as a flight cadet, and the day
then why did you go to court?
We have gone to the court. There was a reason. Because in 2007, there was one decision from their headquarters, basically from the ministry, that they will be giving a permanent commission to the officers who will be joining after 2013. So our question was, why not to the existing one? They have made it very clearly that they will not give a PC to the existing one. And once we have done everything, we are suitable for the service, why not PC for us also?
Okay.
So for this reason, we have gone to the court.
And that small victory in a sense, and also the fact that the High Court said this. Praful Bakshi, if we could bring you in over here, you've been a fighter pilot. Do you think today's battle was well won?
Of course, I won't call it a battle because it was a step which was it had to happen. It would have taken time because we are a democracy. Our bureaucratic procedures are very slow and at times it feels that people are reluctant to do a thing. But I assure you, this was going to come. It would have taken slightly longer.
Right.
But this thought process was always going on that ultimately we'll have to give them permanent, our government has to approve getting them the permanent commission, we mean to say, retirement age as the men have and all the benefits. Okay. And it is very beneficial for our country and armed forces because now women will actually put their best towards the armed forces, towards the development and get motivated better.
Okay.
And whatever they learn, now we will be able to, armed forces will be able to utilize their talents for a longer period of time.
Right. As you say that, Praful, also I would just like to point out to what many say is the underbelly of the army. We've seen repeated statements from very senior officers that seem very insensitive to women, whether it was in the case of a suicide of a woman army officer or recently about women pilots getting pregnant. We've seen that kind of statements. Do you believe there is an inherent bias against women when it comes to the armed forces?
Well, before I can answer the armed forces, I will first like to talk about the society where I come from, the ethos, the religious ethos, the customary codes. Everything points towards that they try to discriminate against women. When you grow up in that atmosphere, these people bring that atmosphere in the armed forces. But I am talking, but it is not for all. It is only few.
Correct.
I have seen a lot of people who have no bias like this. I have seen them personally, but I also know people who had bias. On the other side, I have seen that people have been scared to give work to the women because they don't want to get into trouble. So they have been treating them, with kids' gloves and not letting them work, go to duty, go for night duty, etc. All these things also are that.
Right. So there is an underbelly. In a sense, it's sort of acknowledged. Do you believe that this whole argument is saying that national security is far more important, so we cannot put somebody who we don't believe is going to be fit in a particular role at the front, either a woman as a combat role or a woman as a fighter pilot? Do you believe that that argument is basically just to keep the male dominance off in the army?
Yes, because a lady officer has not been inducted for the combat role. We have no role to play in the front, in the case of war. We are in the supporting services, which helps them to to give a support and boost the morale.
So they're just tokens in the army.
Yeah.
Should
Not a token. You can't tell a token in the army. Yes, we are there. See, a person can fight a war without any tension if he is morally high and if he knows all he has been looked after by somebody, his family has been looked after by somebody. So he'll be very free. His mind will be free. He'll concentrate on that thing. So our main job is to help them all fight.
All right, but all right. You wanted to say something, Praful Bakshi?
Yeah, I was wanting to say that it is not that they have been trying to discriminate against women. If there is a man who is unfit, he will not be allowed to go. If there is a section of people who are...
The audio, so I'll just take the question to you, Rekha Agarwal. Do you think that there is a point over there, even Wing Commander Bakshi making that point that women are better at some things? They don't necessarily have to take all the roles that men do?
Yeah, I agree with that. See, we have we have our own limitations. All the ladies have our limitations. Actually, and in the combat roles, yes. Still, we have not actually tried it out. And we don't want to initially now take a decision. And in if you see the other branches, other places, yes, we have worked very well. There's no crib on that.
All
So
right.
combat is a far thing.
It seems on a day of victory there is some
Yeah.
consensus.
It's like the
Now
women's
you
reservation
won
bill
this.
getting stuck in the Lok Sabha with the
That's
politicians.
right. Well, you won this one today, and Wing Commander Bakshi seems to agree that it is an important win. But thanks so much for joining
you.
us. Wing Commander Praful Bakshi there, also Wing Commander Pushpanjali Sharma, and in the studio, Wing Commander Rekha Agarwal.